No matter how much time has passed since HBO's House of the Dragon last aired, the series wastes no time diving right back into the action, picking up only days after the previous season's events. Despite this, the new season opens not within the familiar confines of the Red Keep or the volcanic terrain of Dragonstone, but in the distant northern territories just shy of the Wall. Here, Prince Jacaerys Velaryon, Harry Collett, is tirelessly working to secure key alliances for his mother, Queen Rhaenyra Targaryen, Emma Darcy. His extended stay with the Starks is unsurprising given the vast distance, yet it's evident that significant time has passed enough for Jacaerys to undergo a notable transformation, particularly in his appearance. While Season 1 introduced us to the origins of the Song of Ice and Fire, Season 2 wastes no time reminding us of its ominous prophecies, emphasized by Cregan Stark, Tom Taylor, the current Lord of Winterfell. Winter is coming, he warns, a prophecy that, while not immediately threatening to Rhaenyra, Queen Alicent, Olivia Cook, or their children, foreshadows the costly and divisive conflicts to come. Of the internal strife within the Greens is immediately evident in the first episode of Season 2, titled A Son for a Son, written by co-creator and showrunner Ryan Condal and directed by Alan Taylor. This episode not only reacquaints us with each character's whereabouts but subtly hints at the tumultuous events ahead. Some revelations are startling, like seeing Ser Criston Cole, Fabian Frankel, the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, kneeling before Alicent, clearly in a state of reverence rather than devotion to the Seven. Their casual post-prayer discussion about the weather and Alicent's insistence that their moments of weakness must cease suggests this isn't their first indiscretion, raising the question, just how long has this been going on? Their conversation is abruptly cut short as they are summoned to a war council meeting with the newly crowned King Aegon II, Tom Glyn Carney, and his small council. Aegon's decision to treat the meeting like a casual family affair by bringing along his young son, Jaehaerys, frustrates his sister wife, Queen Helaena Phaea Sabin. Her concerns about their son's presence are valid. The child is too young to grasp the gravity of the situation and is more interested in playing with Ser Tywin Lannister's Jefferson Hall, Stone Ball. Meanwhile, Aegon himself is distracted by his son's antics, while the council discusses Rhaenyra's newly implemented blockade that disrupts seaborne travel and trade to King's Landing. Alicent's stern intervention is required to refocus the meeting, adding to the tension. Aegon has invited his brother Aemond, Ewan Mitchell, to the meeting, who proposes a more aggressive approach to dealing with the Blacks. Aegon's preference to use dragons to intimidate or annihilate opposing houses is met with resistance from Alicent and Otto Hightower, Rhys Evans, the Hand of the King. Alicent warns, if we loose the dragons to war, there will be no calling them back, a pointed remark aimed at Aemond, whose unrestrained dragon resulted in the death of Rhaenyra's son. Otto advocates for patience and restraint, prompting a petulant sigh from Aegon that underscores his immaturity. Aegon's struggles extend beyond the council room. The ongoing war takes its toll on the people of King's Landing, with a regular tithe of livestock required to sustain the dragons. Otto must remind Aegon of the impracticality of his promises to farmers. Meanwhile, Otto's position as Hand appears precarious, with Lord Larry Strong, Matthew Needham, ingratiating himself with the king and sowing seeds of doubt about Otto's intentions. Larry's manipulation extends to Alicent as well. He replaces her staff, previously compromised by spies, with his own loyalists, leaving her increasingly isolated. The fractious dynamics within the family are further highlighted as Aemond and Criston seem to plot independently, raising suspicions of treason. Aemond criticizes his mother's perceived sympathies towards Rhaenyra, which Criston, biased by his feelings for Alicent, vehemently denies. Yet, Alicent's private mourning for Lucerys, Elliot Gryholt, suggests lingering emotions for her former friend, Rhaenyra. Even as the familial conflict deepens, the Blacks are similarly affected by Lucerys' death, with Jace learning of his brother's demise while still at the Wall. Prince Daemon, Matt Smith, is determined to retaliate and plans a bold attack on King's Landing. However, his cousin, Princess Rhaenys, Eve Best, refuses to participate in such a reckless venture. Daemon's frustration is palpable as he criticizes Rhaenyra's grief-stricken inaction, contrasting with his own desire for vengeance. Rhaenyra's own quest leads her to confirm her son's death, intensifying her resolve to demand Aemond's head. The White Worms, Sonoya Mizuno, allegiance shifts as Daemon captures her, hoping to use her knowledge to infiltrate the Red Keep. Her information aids Daemon's plan to hire assassins, known as Blood and Cheese, to exact revenge. Their mission to kill Aemond is fraught with tension and near failures but culminates in a tragic encounter with Queen Helaena and her children. Forced to choose between her children, Helena's choice, and the subsequent murder of Jaehaerys is a harrowing moment, accentuated by her desperate flight and haunting declaration to Alicent, "They killed the boy." This season opener of House of the Dragon not only sets the stage for the impending conflict but also delves deeply into the fractured relationships and personal vendettas that will drive the narrative forward, ensuring that the battles to come will be as much about family and loyalty as they are about power and survival.